used to blame when you blink and you miss her. What the hell, you better watch your mouth, sister.
Welcome to Watch Your Mouth, Sister episode. Honestly, I think it's episode 5. I am your host, Kathleen.
I'm Anne-Marie.
I'm Megan.
We did do a podcast last week and we trashed it. It was terrible. So I wasn't sure which episode this was. It really should have been 6, but it's actually just 5. So maybe we'll air some bits and pieces later on where it pertains to, but it was really boring. So we saved everyone from a half hour of just nothingness.
And shout out to our cousin, Evan Bossinger. You can follow him at Evan Bossinger. He has thoughtfully written our theme song and our outro music, and he has his new album dropping in October called Pale Blue Dot.
Who
Amazing.
knew?
Amazing.
Who knew?
Who knew?
we would have a theme song?
I know. It's exciting.
times.
It's very exciting.
Very
We are.
exciting.
We're thrilled to be here. We have such a good time doing this.
We do. And to be honest, we don't really have any topics. We might have some idea of what we want to talk about, but I feel like without a list of topics, we can just be more ourselves. We sort of got the foundation of who we were, but now we're just going to go off the cuff. Like just
We're going to let it all hang loose.
we are, because we're just sisters and we just sit around and talk for hours and hours.
But we do have certain topics that we would like to bring up, but not necessarily what we're going to say about them.
Sure. Yeah. So how was everybody's week? How are they feeling this weekend?
Oh, my car smells like a urinal cake. I got it serviced with Genesis this week and they put some type of freshener in it. And although the service was amazing, they picked it up, dropped your car off, brought it back, didn't have to pay because it was all included. And it smells like a cherry urinal cake. It's
Ew.
terrible.
Can I just top off on that subject? There was once a radio contest of whoever can call and gross us out the most wins this ticket somewhere. This was years ago. And this woman said she was at a festival in Chicago and she was sweating. And so she went to the bathroom, splashed her face with water in a porta potty, and
Oh my
she thought
God.
the urinal cake was soap.
I remember.
So she slathered her face up with urinal cake and rinsed it off. And she came out. She's like, I don't feel like I smell good. And her husband was like, well, what did you do? I washed my face with the soap in the urinal. And he was like, ugh.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
So needless to say, that was the highlight of my week. It was sort of boring, but
Oh, but did you watch Unknown Number?
That was messed up.
that was fucked.
Super fucked. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the Unknown Number Catfish documentary on Netflix, you're going to want to tune out.
Pause now
Yeah.
and come back.
Yeah, you need to watch because the ending is
You'll never believe it in a million years. Never.
ridiculous.
I didn't see it coming. And these poor kids were subjected to a full year of horrible bullying texts.
And here it comes by the girl's mother.
Yeah.
By the girl's mother.
Yeah, turns out to be the main girl who was bullied, her mother. We're talking explicit texts, disgusting. Turns out the mom was like obsessed with her daughter's boyfriend. It messed up.
And they keep saying it's Munchausen by proxy. She liked to be the one to help her daughter through the rough times.
That
And
poor
in the
girl.
meantime, she's sending her these horrible texts about how your boyfriend likes me better. He likes me to do this, that, and the other. Very explicit. And I mean, this girl was like 14 at the time.
It's really disturbing,
And
but a good watch.
It is a good
A
watch.
really good watch.
The really good thing is the superintendent got involved and they got the police involved and the FBI. And what they did was they were able to get a search warrant for Verizon to compare this phone number. And that is how they found out it was the mom. And the husband had no idea.
None.
Like this whole family was
But did he
blindsided.
really? Because
No,
let's
because he
face
was never around.
No, I think that, okay, so he didn't know about that. However, she didn't have a job and he had no clue.
Right.
No
Because she
clue
paid
for
all
a
the
really
bills.
long time.
Yeah, she was in charge of the bills. He worked outside of the
So
home.
when you're moving that many times, and how many times did they move?
I don't know.
Like 5 in a year span.
Are you not questioning that? Are husbands really not that in touch with things?
No. Yes, they are. I mean, they're, I think, out of touch for certain things, but how could you not know your wife was not working for a year? She hit it well. Yeah, I think husbands are pretty much in and out of the loop as much as they want to be.
Right. And I guess
Exactly.
if the relationship is good enough, you are in the loop, right? So I don't know.
You got to be pretty detached from each other to know that your other spouse hasn't been working for a year,
A whole year.
a whole year.
And she had 2 jobs. So I
Right.
just,
He knew she had 2 phones.
Which is odd. Yeah.
oh, well, one was for work.
Yeah, I imagine that's
So-
what she said.
Okay.
It's for work.
I have 3 jobs and I don't have 3 phones.
Yeah.
So-
The whole situation is odd. Anyway, it's a good watch. Sadly, it's a true story, but it's an eye opener.
It
She did go
is.
to jail.
She did.
Not long enough because I feel that if it was the father that were doing this, he would still be in prison.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Absolutely.
I mean, this lady was texting her daughter telling her to off herself. So you think that there
Right.
would,
But she knows her daughter, Megan.
it's odd. It's so odd.
She knows her daughter.
Yeah, really odd.
So that's everybody's been talking about that. So of course we all watched it
right.
immediately.
Yeah. Last week I was dragging. Kathleen and I had a bachelorette party for one of the young girls at work, and
Young enough to be my daughter.
I felt so old. We walked into the place and I immediately was like, I don't belong here. I felt old, tired, and now the girl we had it for, absolutely adore her. She's the sweetest, but she's also the age of my oldest child. So I was a couple of decades out of my element.
I was too. I felt like the mom of the group. So I was keeping track of everybody and making sure they were there. Nobody was like having
You
a
were
hard time.
fucking blitzed. What are you talking about? You were fucking drunk out of your mind. Your husband had to pick us up. So who were you momming? Because the
I
only
was.
person who
In
needed
my
momming
mind,
was
I
you.
mommed everybody. Shut
You
your mouth.
needed momming.
I needed mommy. I
But
did
to
not.
be
I took
clear,
well
not
care of
our
myself.
momming.
Yeah, not
Well,
Big Mayor
When we
momming,
talk
but
about momming, we're talking about
Although mom
In our
has picked me
realm.
up a few times when I couldn't drive.
our momming and somebody else's
Not
momming
80s
are
momming.
100% different.
yeah.
But yeah,
So needless to say, she was not momming all the girls. She was absolutely blitzed out of her mind and probably had only 2 drinks.
What did you drink?
I didn't have. No, I drank those high noons.
Oh, high noons. She's lightweight.
Beer?
it's vodka.
Seltzer.
Those
Seltzer.
seltzers. I had like 6 of them, and then I had 2 shots. I had a shot of Fireball.
Whose party really was it, Kathleen?
I don't know.
And she wore this lacy bodysuit. She looked hot. Her boobs were all sticking up and she looked hot.
I don't have boobs.
You did that
I
night.
did. It was called padding. That's what it was.
I stuck to the old Coca-Cola brand
You
all
did.
night. I was
Well,
sober.
Shout out to Diet Coke.
and no regular.
No, I don't drink diet.
I
That
know,
shit's
but
poison.
Diet Coke is the Lord's drink.
No, the Lord's drink is regular Coke from McDonald's.
Well, any drink from McDonald's is the Lord's
I agree.
Coke.
I agree.
That's
So,
right.
Bless them.
Their
Yeah.
Sprite is amazing.
Why is it spicy?
What is that from?
It's just, I don't know.
TikTok or something.
Yeah, like TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, God, I am on Jonas TikTok and I can't get off. So Joe Jonas is my soulmate and he doesn't know it yet. But anyways, so all the
How old is
Jonas,
he, by the way?
who?
Joe.
Joe Jonas is 36. I'm 45. I think
you
Nick and
weren't supposed to
Priyanka have
divulge
a 10-year difference. So
You weren't supposed to divulge your age. Now everybody can figure it
it's
out.
okay. It's okay. It's just a number. Age is just a number.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm on Jonas Talk, but also some of my other favorite TikTokers are to follow is Joey Bro. He's this older man, long hair, totally 70s vibe motorcycle dude, and he sings karaoke in his bedroom. And he
He's
films
really
himself
thin.
really thin, muscles. He's got muscles, but not the greatest vocal talent, but he has a good time.
Oh
and
my
that's
God,
the
it's
best
an
part
A for
about it.
effort. He's really great. I just started following him because you did. But honestly, I don't follow anyone in particular. I just flip through. I just feel so out of touch with technology these days.
Oh my gosh, you just have to click and follow.
I do.
Oh,
people
but we're
that you
following.
like.
Kath and I found a lady at Mary Timby, MaryTimby, young American girl who flew to Ireland to go on a, what's it called?
Irish dating fest.
Yeah,
or
it's an
something.
Irish dating fest. So
So
she's going to
invested.
find her true love.
Is she willing to move to
I
Ireland?
don't know. I don't know. But I think she just got there. She was talking about, thank God she knows how to drive a stick, but she has to drive on the left-hand side of the road. But
Her last TikTok was she went to one and she said they were all over the age of 55. But if she was going to go hang out at a pub, and they said the later night crowd was like 30.
30
so she
and
was
under.
I think she was going to do that tonight. So
Is she
I'm
Irish?
so excited.
Why
to
did
see
she
that.
pick Ireland?
I haven't
Because
looked
it's
into
a
it.
cultural thing. I think it's a fest. Like it's a festival. It's a I don't know the name of it, but it's a dating
Festival.
festival.
So, Mary Timby, we can't wait to see you meet the Irish love of your
Because
life.
we love Ireland. We went last year with our mom. We took her on her bucket list trip, and we had the best time with our aunt and our cousin. We just loved it.
I love
had the-
Ireland.
and I want to move there.
I would move there.
I would.
I
move
would
there.
definitely move there. Life is so slower paced. It's not keeping up with the Joneses. It's not who has this designer, who has that designer. I'm sure there are other parts of Ireland, but everybody is very humble and friendly, and everything is slower. I loved it.
I loved it too. I feel like where we stayed in Trim, we could have moved there when my kids were little. They could have taken their bike up to the store, and I wouldn't worry. And they had the best freaking Aldi ever. Best Aldi.
Yeah, that Aldi
Love
store was
Aldi.
awesome.
And then we have our favorite musician there,
Garen. Yes, at Garen Noon.
Follow me, I'm delicious.
Follow me, I'm delicious. Garen is a comedian / musician who is in Ireland, and he is the funniest but most talented young man.
His voice is amazing.
That cover he did of Pearl Jam was amazing. And he recently was brought on stage at, whose concert was it?
Oh,
Was it
no. He was very popular when he was younger.
Oh, Robbie Williams.
Yes.
Robbie Williams.
Yes.
So Robbie Williams is super, super popular in the UK. And he had, I want to say the concert, and 40,000 people were there, and they brought Garen up on stage, and it was amazing.
Could you imagine your whole life working towards being a musician and then something like that happening and just the feelings you have? I couldn't imagine.
I mean, imagine being a Jonas brother.
I
Oh,
know,
my
right?
goodness.
Or
Just-
destined to be his next wife.
Could be.
Not really.
Come on.
You're married.
I know, but Russell's a really great guy. He won't mind. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Another Irish fun thing is we've been following Rosie O'Donnell, who moved there.
yeah, Rosie O'Donnell is now living in Ireland.
And she just posts about the people and the different places she goes and how accepting they are of her.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to see like what she does from day to day. She bought a house and renovated it. It's really interesting.
Just the day-to-day life and how it's different. She says she went into Dublin to go get her nails done at a nail salon, and usually the nail salons here are popping. You're like talking to people, and she said it was dead silent in there. And
Really?
she's
No talking?
yeah, and she's like, well, I'm gonna talk, and like, hey guys, what's going on? And they all know she's Rosie O'Donnell, but it's just another person to them.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's probably very refreshing when she goes in
her.
there to get to be completely normal. Speaking of TikTok, we also follow, there's Husband Talk.
Oh, yeah. And he lives close by. He does the bathroom collabs with the celebrities.
Yes, he's in Chicagoland. So maybe if people start to know who we are, we can get a bathroom collab going.
Shout out at husband TikTok. I believe his name is Steve.
Is it Steve?
think
I don't
it's
know.
Steve.
I guess I'm not sure because I'm the only one that follows the La Crusette opening the packages, the mystery box. I am so stupid on TikTok. I just don't follow anybody.
Oh, your
or
algorithm is boring.
Yeah.
really
That's-
off,
that's
and I
off.
just don't know what to do because I have all these TikToks of opening these boxes with these pans and pots and that's all I get. It's either that or I get really creepy stuff like Doomsday
Preppers.
TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
or, like all this random stuff comes up and I'm just like, I don't know if TikTok's for me.
You can go into your settings and reset your For You page,
Okay.
and it'll give you like fresh stuff. Or I could just send you Joe Jonas videos, and
too,
we can
because
get
he
you
is
on
really-
Jonas Talk.
She needs to be on Gasper and Gus. The best cat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm not a cat person, but I like Gus.
Gus puts up with anything. He wears whatever outfits he's put in. He flies on a plane, chill, sits on the beach, chill. And his owner is very charismatic.
I'm not a fan of cats.
Well, this cat
I don't
is
like
not a
cats either,
cat.
but Gus is different.
Really?
Gus
Yes.
isn't like
Okay.
other guys.
Maybe I just need to go in your follows and just
Yes.
I don't know. Does anybody else out there have problems with technology once you turn 50? Because
You're pretty good with technology.
Well,
you
some
manage
stuff.
this whole gig.
Yeah, this is hard stuff. This is hard stuff.
that I can do. It's the little day-to-day apps.
Dr. Nyack.
Oh, hello to Dr. Nyack.
Dr. Nyack is my dream plastic surgeon who I would love to get a face and neck lift by the time I'm 50. But I'd probably have to take out a second mortgage to do so. The man's got
Need a
talent.
Facelift.
The man's got talent. That's the whole idea. You're supposed to get these things done
Is a refresh.
as
Can
a
we
refresh.
Just preface this by saying Megan is a med spa nurse injector. So she does Botox, fillers, all that stuff. So she's real big on the beauty.
But she's absolutely
Gorgeous.
amazingly gorgeous.
she doesn't know it though.
No,
And
that's
she
not
doesn't know
it.
how to take
But
a
anyways,
compliment. You don't
Dr.
know how to take a
Nyack.
compliment.
Dr. Nyack, if he said,
Changing the
hey, I
subject.
need
Hands of an angel. Hands of an angel.
need somebody to fly to Germany, I'll do your face for free, I would be on the first plane out.
See, we're going into the indetectable era. We're talking Lindsay Lohan, Anne Hathaway, all these beautiful actresses who
Jane Fonda.
you wouldn't think need facelifts, but they're getting it done before
They need
they're
it.
75, and then they look like a totally different person after their facelift. They still look like
like Renee
themselves.
Zellweger, for instance, when she had hers done.
I think she might have had something done to her eyes, like an upper bleph or something, to where it did make her look different
She looked a lot
because
different.
she had such hooded eyes. But
She looks
I
like
digress.
herself now.
Yeah.
And so Megan knows all of this because we call her the font of useless knowledge. She knows everything pop culture and everything, just something about nothing all the time.
Oh, yeah. She
Right.
knows everything about celebrities, celebrity housing, who's married to whom.
It's not exactly a flex.
Well, but you remember everything as well. See, it just goes in one ear out the other
should
with
be
me.
on, like,
she
a-
retains it all.
Jeopardy for pop culture.
They do have Jeopardy for pop culture.
Okay, well, you need to go on there because you would win.
You would.
Maybe I would. Maybe. I mean, but I don't know why I know it. I just know some stuff that other people don't know.
You do, and you remember it all. Going back to TikToks, like how many hours a day do you spend on TikTok
Well,
or social media in general? Because
at night,
Instagram a lot
when the
too.
boys go to bed, the internet is kind of like my wind down thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll lay in bed and scroll till I'm tired.
Because if I'm not posting for Watch Your Mouth Sister or my market that I do, I can tell you for TikTok and Instagram, I maybe spend an hour a day consecutively.
Mine is just dependent upon what I'm doing. If I'm just watching like a documentary or something like that, sometimes I'll flip through it, but I don't have time during the day when I'm working. But again, like at night, right before I go to bed, I'll give it a couple of scrolls, especially the people that I follow, just to see what's up.
And I don't think we've told everybody you work from home as a nurse. So you're home all day in your room working at your desk. So.
Yes. Yeah, it's very busy, a very busy job. You wouldn't think so. And I think a lot of people who want to work from home as a nurse educator think that it's, all that. You can make snacks when you want, throw in a load of laundry, and that is not always the case.
It does take dedication to work from home because I work part-time from home, and it if you're not in your groove, it can be very distracting to just, hey, I'm just going to go pull some laundry and fold it. Oh, wait, I got to get back to work.
No,
It's very,
you can't do that.
You have to be very
You're
focused.
monitored. You have metrics to meet, things like that. But I love my job, and all of my wonderful opinions that I give on here have nothing to do with my job, just so that my employer knows.
Same.
Yeah. Opinions are our own.
Yes.
Speaking of healthcare, so I've been on tirzepatide, semaglutide, whatever, GLP-1 for about 3.5 years now. And I got a script for Zepbound, and insurance doesn't cover it. It's $12.99. But there was a coupon through Eli Lilly that brought it down to $699. So I'm really sensitive. The med makes me sick, so I wanted to put it all in a vial so I can microdose it for myself. And spilled it all over the counter last night. So here I am rebasing Zepbound off the countertop.
What'd
Not
you do?
really,
Pull it
but I
pull-
took my syringe and I'm pulling up the puddle into the syringe, and then I'm just putting the medication into my arm because I need my meds so I don't eat everything in sight.
Hopefully you won't end up septic.
Well, I mean, I might get septic, but I'll be skinny. So there's that.
Well, I mean, we can all say that we've been there, done that. So I just got my insurance actually is covering it for me.
That must be nice.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. But it's doing nothing. It's doing nothing for me. It's the lowest dose. So I have to call them up and say, hey, you need to increase this because I am still eating everything in sight. And you know what? Some people are against people taking the GLP-1s. But
Why?
Why? That's such a controversy because
It's the most ridiculous controversy ever.
it is.
People say, "Oh, I need it. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I need it." And they're giving it to Well, guess what? Obesity is a health problem too.
It
okay? And type 2 diabetes, you can fix a lot of that with diet and exercise.
Correct.
And they can take the medication just like we can. As a matter of fact, it's, usually covered if you're type 2 automatically. There's different formularies for it, but a lot of insurance will cover it if you are type 2, if your A1C is within a certain range and your weight or your BMI.
It helps with so many other things. It helps with my inflammation. It helps with my anxiety. I sleep better. And for other people too. I mean, we do the GLP-1s at my place of employment, and we've seen people with their liver enzymes coming down, and people who've had high blood pressure, and it's helped
That's
their
my
high
husband.
blood pressure.
All of it.
Women with PCOS are getting pregnant on these medications. So there's so many other benefits. Not by any means an easy way out, because you still have to watch what you eat when you're on it, or you will get deathly sick.
Yes. And I feel you can eat through it. Even though you feel full, you can still eat. You can still continue eating.
You'll pay for it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Pay for it or feel like shit the next couple days.
Yeah.
So,
I know. And it drives me bonkers when I see people say, oh, they have Ozempic face. They have Ozempic face. That's weight loss face. People who've lost weight. over time are automatically losing fat in their face and they are going to look different.
Right.
So it just is.
It happens rapidly. It's the same thing with bariatric surgery. You know, people lose a really good amount of weight within, 6 months, and also have the loose skin on the face, the arms, the abdomen.
Right.
That's where Dr. Nyack comes in.
That's where Dr. Nyack comes in and saves the day.
Or a nurse injector. Or
yes, yours truly. I can help you. Reach out to me and I will send you my place of employment if you live in the area and you can come see me.
What is the area?
What? Oh, we live in the Chicagoland area.
Chicagoland area.
Chicago.
Yep.
Another sucky part of my week is I am immune to Botox.
Yes, you have somehow built up an immunity to neurotoxin and none of them are working on you.
Yeah. Well, Megan, tell them the story about when you first started getting Botox.
I first started getting Botox when I was 30. I'm 45 now. So that was 15 years ago. And it wasn't widely talked about like it is now. And so I got it and told my sisters and they were like, oh, I don't think, oh, you're too young to be doing that. And Kathleen was like, absolutely not. I would never do that to myself. No, I can't believe you're doing that to yourself. You're going way too far. Guess who works with me? Kathleen. Kathleen works with me. Guess who gets all the things done? Kathleen. Guess who looks amazing?
Kathleen.
And
Yes.
guess who God is punishing me for saying that because
now you are.
You sound like Mom.
I sound like Mom. God's punishing me because I talked against Botox and now I can't get it.
The universe is punishing her.
The karma's coming back to me. The karma.
Yeah. The
Like Mom,
karma.
how she always says the. So yeah, Mom would say the Walmart, the Walgreens,
And Arby's. A Dairy
the
Queen.
Arby's, a Dairy Queen. Speaking of Big Mare, she had a wonderful weekend with her bestie. It was very nice.
Oh, for you, because she wasn't home.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, but she got to go to the casino, so she was on cloud nine.
Yeah, she was joning. I have not heard from her about the casino at all.
She said she had a great time. And shout out to our cousin, Jen, for taking her and our aunt.
There's a special place in heaven for her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, our cousin Jen is a saint.
We need to have her on so we can talk about our Ireland trip. She
Yes.
has a lot of good insight with that one.
Mm-hmm.
We had such a good time. So
Yeah.
We did. She and her husband were amazing. Her husband and Kathleen's husband, Dan, were amazing on the trip.
Yes.
Our navigators.
When Kathleen and her husband weren't bickering,
yes.
Kathleen and her husband have been dubbed the Bickersons because they constantly bicker. And I even had my notes app going on our trip to Ireland, and every day I would compile everything they bickered about, and we would go over it at the end of the day.
We did, yes. But can I tell you how many times we have ever had a knockdown, drag out fight?
Right. Yeah, you just bicker
it's like,
constantly.
Yeah, they
Twice.
bicker over nothing.
Yeah,
And-
we're Bickersons. Everybody says it.
And we're
It's
just
okay.
like, okay,
It's
it
our
was
love language.
not that big of a deal.
Mhm. And it's not even anything important. It would be like, I think the toilet paper goes over the roll. No, I think it goes under. Well, no, it goes over the roll. No, you're wrong. It goes under, and that's the end of it.
Which we would never argue about that. Because
But that's just
it's
how
not
like the
something
silly
we
little
wanna-
bickers are.
Trivial. And then sometimes Kathleen will give a parting shot and she'll be like, yeah, well, you shouldn't have done it anyway, babe.
Yeah, everything ends with babe with Kathleen, so she
Just
can
to
lighten the
soften
blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. He
Yeah.
doesn't mind the babe. I'm babe right back.
Like
So-
you could say, I hope you get run over by a car and somebody backs over you and then runs over you again. Babe.
That is so true.
Yeah,
it is.
we tease them about that all the time.
Russell and I aren't big bickerers or arguers. He's so passive that he just goes along with everything. And I've just got all great ideas, so really
You're
doesn't
100% right, Megan.
just doesn't end up getting blown out of proportion.
Oh,
Who knew?
Who knew?
I think my husband and I are somewhere in between Megan and Kathleen in the argument.
You just got to try to get a word in.
Yeah, my husband loves to talk.
He does.
He should have been a teacher or a professor
should have.
because he really loves to talk. He loves to talk subjects to death. But yeah, we've had some knockdown, drag out, yelling fights over the years, but not, I would probably say not in the last 10 years.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Maybe
Yeah.
when the kids were little, when things were hard.
Yeah, it was so hard managing a marriage and young kids. It takes a big toll.
It
Big toll.
does.
Yep.
And you have to learn to live through that and work through it. And if you have a good partner, you'll get through it
That's
eventually.
for sure.
And then you miss those days when your kids were little, but then you forget about the trials and tribulations you had to go through to get
Mhm.
there.
I miss my boy. He bought his first home and moved out 2 weeks ago. And I miss my boy. And I came to the realization the other day that I'm going to be the grandma on the dad's side. And I have no pull at all. And it's sad. I miss my boy, but he's doing so well and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, that it is hard when
At
your
least he's
little
only-
eagles leave the
Mhm.
nest.
I know.
Eaglets.
It is. But you should be so proud. He's
I'm
doing
so
hard.
proud. And he is. He's doing so good. He's such a hard worker. He has an amazing job and cute little girlfriend, and she has a wonderful family.
I
So
also
thankful.
I'm the boy mom, and I'm
You
going
got
to
one
be
getting married.
Yep, I'm going to be the grandma on the dad's side as well. And I thought when my kids got to the age of getting married, it would be very difficult being mother of the groom. But my son is marrying into a great family, and the bride and her mom have included me in everything. It
Yeah.
has been so much fun. I'm having a blast with them.
And just for your sake, I am on the side of TikTok for Mother of the Bride dresses. So that is one of my random trends that I am following on TikTok.
That's
so,
still so boring. What is
So
going
boring.
on
I
with your
don't know.
algorithm? We've got to spice it
I
up.
don't
What
know.
about, are you still getting New Kids on the Block videos?
oh, of course. Those
Okay,
are like the
getting-
number one.
Getting some Donnie
Getting
Wahlberg?
some Donnie, I don't know.
Donnie
I'm sort
from
of Joey
Dorchester?
these days. Joey.
I was a Jonathan girl. Jonathan
I was too.
Knight.
Absolutely.
I liked them all.
And I love Donnie. Who doesn't love Donnie?
I know.
God.
He's
I
great.
feel like he could be anybody's best friend.
I'll tell you who they're putting to shame.
Who?
They are putting 98 Degrees to shame. I mean, they are reading them to filth with their residency in Vegas. I saw a clip of 98 Degrees. More like, I mean,
110.
they need a new choreographer. They need a new manager because they're not doing them any favors. It was sad. It was really sad.
Where are they performing?
I don't know.
Are they performing?
I don't
anywhere?
know.
Like Nick Lachey still in the.
And Nick Lachey, I mean, these are good-looking guys for their age,
they sound- do
and
they
they
sound
sound
good?
good. I mean, they don't sound bad, but I don't know what. Like they were singing Cisco's song.
Oh,
No.
no.
It was just bad karaoke. And meanwhile, here we've got the 50-plus New Kids on the Block doing their Vegas residency, killing it.
Well, we went there. Well, for my 50th, my birthday present was to go see New Kids on the Block. That was
It was a great
last
time.
year.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. And we had the best time. And I regretted not wearing a birthday sash or a birthday crown of some sort because
Which we did supply
you
to
did,
her.
and my bestie cousins also did, and I didn't, and they didn't call me up to sing happy birthday to me, but they did.
Happy
This young girl who was
birthday to
probably
you.
like 22 who had no clue who they were. Here I was, I've been following my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was kicking myself.
It was hot as balls
Hot.
that night.
It
It was so humid.
Your wig ended up in your purse.
I did. I took my wig off. My head was soaking wet from the humidity. It was disgusting. So I had to take the wig off.
It was so much fun, though.
We did have a good time.
It was a good
so
time.
much fun.
It was a good time.
We had to talk our youngest sister into going because she wasn't a fan,
Yeah, not like us growing up.
but she ended up having a really good time.
Yeah.
She really did. And then DJ Jazzy Jeff was there also. And he
Yes.
killed it.
He was awesome.
Loved when he was up. But speaking of him, the song Parents Don't Understand came on the radio the other day. And fun fact, our mother knows every single word
She does.
to that song.
She does
She does.
because she loved, what was that show Will Smith was on?
Fresh Prince.
Fresh
The Fresh
Prince.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. So she knew the theme song and then learned all the words to that. Parents just don't understand.
She memorized it, and there was one time we were all driving together and it came on and she was just spouting it out, and we're all looking at her
This is the story all about how
big mare.
I think when she comes on the show, we have to have her sing,
Do a little
sing
theme.
the theme
She can
song.
do the
Yeah.
whole thing. Like,
Without thinking.
it's hilarious
Yeah.
just to see these words come out of her mouth.
It's quite the entertainment.
Well, Big Mare is quite the entertainment. So we,
What's she up to today?
too much.
Mare's doing what she does every day, and that is watching.
Is Mom on a new series? Has she watched a new series
Mom
yet?
is on her crime series. She has a lot of crimes. She told me the other day, she's like, what's so good about not remembering things, Kathleen? And I said, what? She's like, I can watch them over and over again.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She does get sort of strange because she waits for certain series for their next season to come out. And she has asked my husband, how can I VPN into Canada in order to get the new season?
Oh, my God.
And Dan's like, I don't recommend that,
Yeah, we
Mare.
don't do that.
Yeah.
I just don't recommend that.
My goodness.
So she doesn't want to wait because I think this particular series it comes out on Netflix like a year or 6 months later after it's released in Canada.
That's
Tell
how
her
it.
about the Peaky Blinders situation.
Oh, my gosh. So when Peaky Blinders was out, I love Peaky Blinders. It's a great series. And I had to take my mom to the ER for something. So they triaged her and sent us to the waiting room until we got called back. 2 days prior, I was telling my mom about Peaky Blinders. So I said, Mom, remember I was telling you about Peaky Blinders? I'm like, have you started it yet? She's like, oh, yeah, I've seen it. I'm like, no, Mom, the one I was telling you about 2 days ago, the Irish Mafia. She's like, yeah, I watched it. And I'm, well, there's several seasons. And she's like, yeah, I watched it
Yeah.
the last 2 days. She watched the entire series in like
does.
48 hours.
She's the night owl. She'll
Yeah.
watch 8 straight hours of TV and then but I think she watches it all day long and she snoozes so she doesn't really sleep
Yeah,
a
Probably.
full 6 hours like
probably.
most people
she
do.
dozes off.
And then she dozes off. But then I feel that's why she can watch it again because she misses bits and pieces of it.
That's true.
So she's
She
doing
loves
well.
a good series.
She does. She's doing
I
well.
love a good series.
Can we talk about the series that we grew up on? I See John Goodman as my father.
Oh,
Roseanne.
Roseanne. Yes, that was great. I love Roseanne.
It was such a good series
It
growing up.
was.
We
It
grew up
was
with them.
Very similar to kind of how we grew up.
Yeah,
And the best scene ever,
best scene.
Best.
when Jackie had to call her aunt.
Dad's dead.
Dad's dead.
And then she progressively
He's
has to
died.
get
He's dead.
louder because the aunt is hard of hearing.
Then finally
We'll
at
have
the
to
end,
repost that. We'll post a link or
Yeah.
we'll repost.
Finally
that
at the end,
favorite.
she's like, Dad, he sends his regards. Bye. Or sends
Yeah,
us
something
love.
like that.
Something like
Dad's
that.
fine.
So funny.
Speaking of other things that are near and dear to our heart, there is a documentary coming out with John Candy that Ryan Reynolds and Colin
favorite
Hanks have done.
Actor.
And John Candy's kids are in it. And I cannot wait to see it because he was like, who doesn't love John Candy?
What is your favorite John Candy movie?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
And
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck is
Uncle
mine.
Buck.
Uncle Buck is there, but I don't know. I like Planes, Trains
That
because
is a
it's
good
like
one.
a
It's
holiday
kinda sad.
kickoff. It's
Yeah.
sad, but I don't know. And then of course there's Home Alone. And fun story behind that, he pretty much took no money to do that because they had no
budget. He
movie
did it for
budget.
free.
And he did it just because he wanted to.
And he liked the
And he
director.
ad-libbed most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved him. He did remind us of
Our cousin.
Of our cousin. We had
Yeah.
a cousin who had the same type of sense of humor and just very jolly, very, very funny, like John Candy.
Oh, R.I.P. John Candy, man.
Yeah.
What
That
a
was a loss. That was a
Iconic.
Hollywood
That was a
loss.
big loss.
42 years old. Massive heart attack.
They say, when you work as hard as he did, eating whatever he could find,
Drinking,
drinking,
smoking,
smoking,
yeah.
you're on the road,
It's gonna catch up.
just catches up to you, unfortunately.
It does.
And then in a couple days, Charlie Sheen has his documentary coming out.
Oh, that'll be a good
Oh,
one.
I don't have any desire to see that.
I want to see it. I kind of want to see it. I want
wanna
to see what he
see
has
it.
to say because, I think at least I do. I forget that he's HIV positive and he went through that whole phase like 10 years ago where he was quote unquote winning and really heavy into drugs.
It
And
will be interesting to see his
yeah,
progression into where he is today.
for sure.
Obviously healthy, so the medications he's on are working for him, which is great. And he's got, what does he have, 4 kids or
Something like that. One thing I noticed about him, which is super common with old people, is as they age, their ears get bigger.
I've never noticed that.
And
Megan.
especially old men, their ears get huge. Like Robert De Niro's ears are humongous right
I
now.
never noticed that.
It
but you're
is-
right.
Everybody look at people's ears as they age. They get ginormous.
Are Charlie Sheen's ears big?
His ears have gotten bigger.
How
I
old is
noticed his
Charlie
ears.
I know
He's probably like 60s.
Martin is still alive, right? His
Martin's
dad?
still alive,
Oh,
yeah.
He's such a good actor.
I love him. He was amazing in
Charlie-
this. Wait, peep the ears, though. Peep the ears.
In the ears.
If we're talking about ears, let's just thank everybody for listening to us.
Sounds good.
Yes.
I feel like this was a really good episode and it's just sort of out there. It's what we always do. It's more natural.
It's like a chat with the sisters.
It is. Chat
Um,
with the sisses.
This is more upbeat. It was more about pop culture and things that are current events.
Right. And I feel like we've gotten some good feedback. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Please follow, like, and comment and share us with everybody you know so that our voices can get out there and we can spread our joy to the world.
The Lord has come.